Hello, I'm Talheim, and welcome to Endless Legend. This time, on Endless difficulty, as the Broken Lords. Let's kick this off. So, this is going to be the first time I try playing on Endless, and I still haven't won the game on Impossible. So I could be taking a step too far, but let's see how it goes.
We were different once. We fought, drank, and loved as mortal beings. But our world changed and we faced a stark choice. Alter our bodies or perish. Yet survival is not the same as life. Now we are prisoners of the armor that binds us and the dust that sustains us. We must drain dust, drain energy, or die. Where is our honor now, Lords of the Amber Plains? And what matters more? To reclaim our honor, or sustain our bodies?
Right, here we go. So, first thing first, let's explore this area a bit. So, despite having not actually won the game on Impossible difficulty yet, I have been asking some help and tips on the Discord, Endless Legend Discord channel. We first to colonize the region of Dejat. That's pretty useful. And let's see if I can touch the leader and send him over here somewhere. Get a good explore. So I'm looking for terrain which has dust, and if possible a river. This area here looks pretty good. Also, production's going to be super important. Production is always important. Here we've got 10 approval. Less dust, but more approval. And some science. Let's see the location of all the anomalies. So there's one there, and one here. I think actually grabbing the extra approval might be worth it. Also means I'm quite close to the sea. Here I get more production, so I'll pick this point, and then build my first burrow here to access the sea. There you go, 80 dust. Let's immediately buy a population, and build the Founders Memorial. And then, assign my hero. Let's do some exploring. And research-wise, I'm going to get the Mill Foundry as soon as I can. Actually, let's have a look at my hero and see what he has. Dust efficiency. Excellent. In terms of the city, let's have both guys on production. Maybe one on dust and one on production, because that makes such a difference to the income. Nah, let's get the Founders Memorial and the Empire Mint up first. And on to the next turn. Build an army and explore the area. Score a Broken Lord Suro with at least 3 infantry units to inspect the temple ruins. They're pretty far away, those temple ruins. Let's take my 2 first military units and go exploring. So, if you're watching my Necrophage Impossible playthrough, I talked to some of the guys at the Endless Legend Discord who are experienced players on Endless difficulty, and it seemed like my major problem was not getting enough heroes. So I'm trying to avoid that this time, trying to have a hero in every army and every major city. Probably by the end game I'm supposed to have at least 8, and I think I had 2. So, if not doing as well as I could have done there. Looks like I've found my first neighbour. Oh, technology. Right, okay. I think I want to get Search Party. So now I know you can sometimes find technologies and some pretty awesome stuff in the ruins. I'm going to try and explore the land as much as I can, as early as I can. Let's get Mill Foundry and then Burrow Street. Get 9 extra dust from that terrain. Let's see who this is. 10 emeralds. That's quite nice. I can immediately activate these. I'll put extra approval. Let's buy my 3rd citizen. And I get a Infantry Slayer level 3 sword for a hero. That is actually a pretty awesome sword. 9 glass steel. That could come in super useful if I fight some early game battles. Hey, let's do some more exploring. So minor faction wise, I think I want to try and get Language Square. So I'm going to have a lot of dust income, so bribing could be good. Also any quests could be quite easy to do. Because of that, I'm going to pull this guy back, start talking to these guys, and exploring these regions. Let's now put one guy on dust. Plus 30 per turn this early on is pretty awesome. I think I'm probably going to go military, but I wouldn't mind having a decent dust income to maybe have economic victory as like a backup if my invasions don't go to plan. Someone is already in the next era. One more turn into Language Square. These guys arrived just in time. Okay, so have Language Square. So let's now research Aqua Pulvistics. Because if I can get the dust filtration, I can get 6 dust from each of these sea tiles, which is a huge increase. Let's talk to these guys. Find the monsters that identified their lair in the temple ruins. I guess I need to fight these monsters, so I probably want to move both my units up. And before I do that, actually, I might upgrade these guys, because we now... These guys only have the basic weapon and no armor. Give them some extra armor, tank them up a bit. And retrofit them both. And so they're moving towards the ruins. I might also maybe attach my hero to the army. Bit of extra experience will be useful. Move these guys up. Let's get them combined, and then attach the hero. And then search these ruins. Let's fight these guys. 2 demons. I think it's probably good I got the hero up here. It's also gained a level. Can't do this yet until I've fought and won this battle. So let's do this. So these guys have chain lightning. So if they hit one of my guys, any nearby guys also take some of the damage. So probably want to spread these guys out. There we go. So now none of my guys will get chain lightninged. Except just then. And there we go, demons defeated. And these guys have been pacified. Excellent. Let's buy another population. Search these ruins. And then split all these guys off. So I'm going to get +1 terrain of river. Probably not be too great because I don't have a river, but it does unlock this dust diviner, which is going to get awesome. That's level 3. +3 dust on terrain of dust, and then up here to get the 3% bonuses. Let's heal all these guys, and then next turn I'll split them all up, get them exploring. So where shall I settle next? Got this region here, which does have some dust. This region here seems a lot more dust friendly. So I probably want to settle in this region, which means I'll want to try and pacify these guys. Let's talk to them. Colonize the region of Angren. That is fantastic. Let's get a settler being built. Right, I don't disconnect this hero yet, because he's still locked. Turn the village, I'm going to give them 50 dust. I can do that. Bring 5 of glass steel to the other village. Can't do that just yet, but 5 glass steel isn't too much. I'm beginning work on my settler to colonize this region, which will also pacify the village. We'll explore some more of these ruins. Okay, someone's already got the tactical training. It seems like the Era 1 legendary deeds go really quick. Oh, this is for the quest. What is the quest again? At least 3 infantry units to explore the temple ruins. Currently have 2. The question is, am I going to try and play a peaceful... Let's get the hero marketplace. Am I going to try and play a peaceful economic victory? Or go crazy war and expand? I think I might try and... I said maybe try and do both. If I can conquer my entire continent and some of the seas, I can't ignore the seas. Actually, I might try and get some boarding vessels. Let's get +3 dust per population, working on dust. Maybe get a second guy on dust now. Maybe I can actually try and conquer the seas, or at least this sea region here, and have maybe these 3 cities. Give me my first objective, while of course focusing on dust. So let's go colonize this region. From the looks of it, there's 3 anomalies up here next to each other. Not really a great fan of all these quest roaming armies. But if I'm correct, quest armies don't attack you unless you attack them. So I should feel pretty confident about sending out my settler. Let's buy another villager there. Okay, it looks like the first minor faction armies are starting to spawn. Obviously, I want to make sure my settlers don't get attacked, because that would be really bad. Get the city up there. So, in 2 turns... Okay, I think I'll start working on some extra troops now. And maybe another Borough Street. Claiming some more sea regions for plus 12 dust from 2 extra regions. Well, the extra warriors will help me complete my faction quest. These guys there, looking quite scary. Okay, so I need to set these guys up to try and colonize there. So that'll be their goal next turn. So, in next turn, then continuously hit this. So my guys will immediately go and settle that city. There we go. Look at this city. Let's buy some extra dudes. So I've colonized the region. Can't yet parlay with those guys. Maybe next turn. Oh no, minimum of 3 influence in your city for 5 turns. So let's put one of these guys to this. That's 3. Let's build a mill foundry and then an empire mint. And these guys can explore these ruins. This guy can now be unassigned and reassigned to my capital. Get even more dust. Explore some more. Okay, so armies are starting to spawn, so I might try and get these guys garrisoned in the city. Also means I should probably start focusing on building some more troops. Let's give this guy +1 dust on terrain with dust. Research wise, let's research the extractors. Actually, I think I'm going to research boarding vessel first. I want to make sure I've got a really strong fleet. So I'm going to be trying to play the sea game. I want to conquer at least one coastal region. Hopefully this one right here. Ships are expensive though. But it's whether the investment into an early game fleet is worth it. Okay, so I am floating quite a lot of dust. So I think it's time to probably buy some more population. Put these guys on there. Some on production, some on dust. And let's buy some more population. These guys should make their way over here. Also move up these stalwarts. And with the pack of 4 stalwarts, I'm going to move them to here. I should also look to try and pick up a second hero. Ideally I'll go for Broken Lords. But if I can't find a Broken Lord, these guys could also be good. Because they also produce a lot of dust. But mainly from trade routes. I think I'll try and stay at peace with everyone who's not on my continent and use them to trade with. So it wasn't one of the quests to be the first... Here we go. First to assimilate the Dorgeshi minor faction. Now get a lot of spices. Of course, the 50% extra food does nothing for me because my guys don't use food. But 5% extra approval, I'll take it. I do want to settle this region. Someone is already in Era 3. Let's move these guys up. I think once I get boarding vessels, I will invest in getting a fleet going. It's the Avenging Army. Wait a second, was that legendary deed me? That was me. First to gather at least 30 units of one luxury resource. I've gained 130 wine. That is going to be a big help. Because I'm happy and I'll get 15 extra percent dust and 15 extra percent science on my city, which is a huge boost. Especially this early on. Okay, the other legendary deeds are rapidly disappearing. And let's fight these guys. Let's minimize that for now. So what do these guys have? Charge, Crippling Charge, and Cavalry Slayer. So I want to try and get as close as possible and engage in them. So they don't get their charge bonus. Luckily they're targeting my militia. Which of course, I get them for free. Doesn't matter if they die or take damage too much. First one is down, and I should probably get the second one next round, I think. Next phase. Here we go. Okay, so what's the other fight going on? These guys need to retreat. Not sure they're going to be able to defeat that. Let's get them as far away from there as I can. Do the old line up the movement and then smash the planned movement button. Got 3 stalwarts, and when these guys arrive, I'll send them with the hero up to those ruins. Pardon me, and kick off my quest. Being chased. Have they escaped? They might have just escaped. Actually, let these guys retreat again. Oh, they died. Okay, never mind. Let's get these 3 and make them move up towards these ruins. Let's fight these guys on the way. So the centaurs have a free counter. It's kind of annoying. That's actually a really good ability. I really like that. Especially with the high initiative, because it pretty much means they get 2 attacks each per turn. As you can imagine, is a huge bonus. Having them on the high ground is not great. These guys should really move, try and move onto the high ground themselves. There we go. So we're taking these guys down, and then we're going to have to pay to do some healing. But we did lose the mercenaries, so let's assign the hero here, just in case it gets attacked. Okay, next turn. And the militia are back, so here we go. Let's fight this. Now we've got my hero, who's going to just boss his way through the battle. There we go, one hit. Talking about heroes, can I buy another one? Here we go. Dust boost level 1. Plus efficiency. This guy seems like more of an army leader. Let's get this guy, Bishop Julian. And let's assign him to the army. Research-wise, let's try and unlock these resources. Now, I want to try and immediately get a fleet going, so I can contest the seas as quick as I can. So let's upgrade this guy. Extra defense, and let's get him Morian Slayer. I'm trying to get a fleet of 4. Gonna take a while, but totally worth it. How much is to buy them? 602, so they're pretty expensive. Once I've got those 4, I should be able to take the sea region pretty easily. And maybe even fight some sea battles if another player has already taken some of them. Okay, so Empire Mint has been built. Let's heal this guy. Heal these guys. Let's get this moving down. So these guys are actually sieging this city. What I built here? Let's get some more Broken Lords. Some more Stalwarts. So there is a Mogwai player in the game. And Merla AI has been hit with the black spot. Okay, gather 80 dust and try and open the portal again. Have 80 dust, defeat the army protecting the ruins. 1 Drider. Okay, I've also met the Mogwai, who is red. Now, I can't make the mistake I made in my Necrophage game and let them control the oceans, because that would be terrible. There we go. Archaeologist, 20% cost reduction, Era 1 technologies. Search these ruins. And what should I do with these guys? Actually, I might make these guys go around. I kind of finished this quest now. Pacify that region. And maybe just go around and smash minor faction villages. They're noting my presence. Okay, they've taken this sea region, so I'm going to have to fight them for it. Taking all the sea areas. Okay, so I got 10 blood crystal. Pacify these guys. Now let's send these guys back down to try and help out the city, and then just go crush some minor faction villages. I'm thinking these guys, just destroy them. Causing problems. the next turn. Actually, I can heal these guys up. I think this hero I want to make into a general. Oh dear, they're attacking the city. Okay, so I need to win this. Let's focus all my fire on one of them to start off with. Luckily, my militia have Cavalry Slayer. So this will take one of them down. Let's focus all my fire on another one. There we go. And my city is safe. Also gained 15 spices, which is quite cool. These guys can now safely go over here and crush some minor factions. Still get the +3 dust on my citizens. Question is, do I want to get more dust and simply buy these guys or produce them? I think production is better. Though I can now get the Museum of Ariga, and that might be worth getting that while I can. To move this up, it would take, let's have a look, 20, 15, 12 turns. That's probably going to be worth it. So I had to put off the navy to get the museum. Because I could build the museum here. Actually, let's try that. Just 11 turns there, but in this city, the museum, 12 turns. Actually 10. Okay, let's build the museum here. So I continue getting my navy and get the Museum of Riga. Hopefully, 10 turns is fast enough. It's already turn 40. Also, I'll try and save for another hero. 435.2 needed. Get that pretty soon. This guy can become a good army leader. Let's fight these rumblers. These guys have beam attack, so I'm going to get my guys spread out. Let's engage them. We're doing reasonably well. My hero's taking quite a bit of damage, but the fact they have a high ground advantage and a forest advantage, it's making this much harder than it needs to be. But they are fooling, there we go. Extra healing for my guys. Let's find some minor faction villages. Also heal these guys. Activate the spices, and I can't use the blood crystal yet because I've got 2 cities, so now it requires 15. And I've reached Era 2. So first things first, my quest still requires me to research 12 technologies from Era 1. So let's pick up this one. The public library, probably be pretty useful. Let's get my unique unit and the sewer system. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And reactivate wine. Also, what I try and do is change my unit designs. So all these guys have tier 2 weaponry now. There we go. And maybe even get improved movement. Anyway, on to the next turn. Let's fight one more battle here to destroy this minor faction village. Gain some more experience for my army and my general. I think after this, I might move my guys back into my territory to buy out their improved weapons. But only do this buying out once I get my second hero to govern my second city. My third hero, my second governor. It might also be worth getting a Morgar general to be the leader of my navies. Okay, so didn't actually win that, but next turn. Oh well, next turn, let's go to it. Okay, so the black spot has been lifted. Let's fight these guys. I think if I heal, I can't fight. Let's just finish this guy off. There we go. And move my guys inside my territory and retrofit them. I think I want to try and get the second hero first. Just have them stick around inside my territory. And I can afford him now. Let's get this guy. And assign him to my city, which currently doesn't have a hero, which will be my first city. And so these guys are all on production, and these guys are all on production. That's why my dust income is rather low. But once I finish getting the museum, I will change my people around somewhat to improve my dust income. And in 12 turns, I'll have my first navy. Also, let's see if there's a Morgar hero available to buy. There isn't at the moment, but I should definitely keep my eyes open. What my army can do while I wait is become pearl collectors. My second boarding vessel. Okay, I've met the cultists. Who are these guys? Which means I should be able to expand quite easily. Although I'm probably going to have a war declared on me because these guys are pretty aggressive. But if that's the only other guy on my continent, then all this land could be mine. In fact, I should probably try and get that guy wiped out earlier rather than later. And we now have the Museum of Auriga. Excellent. This guy's leveled up. This guy's in the city. Let's give him even more dust on terrain. Let's move these guys to dust focus. Try and get at least 100 a turn, if I can. There we go. And I think I'll call my first episode there. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.